Hi there, I am Tomster on the behalf of Indestructible Productions, and I am here with a very special announcement. This, as you might see, is a new guitar. Now, if you have been following us on Facebook or Instagram, or I think Twitter as well, I'm not sure whether I posted, I should have. But if you've been a part of our social media sites, then you might have noticed a sort of countdown. It started off with a teaser last week where the first line was, "It all began with envy." Now, this of course is a reference to a guitar that we did a good few years ago, a couple of years ago actually, called Envy. The whole guitar was basically a demonstration of what you could do to an old guitar. We took a guitar that was completely busted and in poor shape, took off all the paint, redid everything, put on veneers, put in LED lights, and made custom knobs and inlays and all kinds of fun stuff. Now, because it was called Envy, this got myself and Jay thinking, was it last year, about how we could proceed from that. So we came up with a sort of production line of guitars. Envy is one of the 7 deadly sins. So why not make 7 guitars? 7 guitars depicting 7 different deadly sins. And voila! Here we have the first prototype of the first in a line of guitars that we're going to start making. This one is Wrath. During the countdown, you saw all the other different sins that we're still going to be doing. For those of you who are not in the know of what the 7 deadly sins are, there is wrath, envy, avarice, gluttony, sloth, lust, and pride. For all these different sins, we came up with different designs to fit each description of each sin. For wrath, it's fairly simple. Wrath is anger, so come up with something that's really mean looking. So it has a lot of jagged shapes, and it has like horns and spikes and stuff like that. And of course, it's fitting that Wrath is also a complete metal guitar. So this is pretty much very, very metal. And yeah, and let me take you around. So basically the body construction, I'm just going to take this off real quick. A walnut body, a solid walnut body with 2 strips of beech running through. Now, the really cool thing about this particular piece of walnut is the fact that it is double. It's 2 different colors on the front and the back. The back is very light, and the front of it is what you usually get from walnut. As for the neck consists of, it's mainly made of beech. Then there's 2 strips of mahogany and a strip of walnut in the middle. And it also has a wizard neck profile to make for that very fast playing. The headstock, veneer, the headstock plate is wenge, or whatever you want to call it. Fretboard is rosewood, which has been stained red to fit with the theme. All of the 7 have different colors assigned to them. Wrath is red. So with Wrath, we have the red fretboard with inlay markers, which are red perloid. Black hardware, wraparound bridge, speed control knobs, 3-way toggle, a graphite nut. Then in the bridge position we have an EMG H4, and in the neck position we have an EMG H3. Now these are passive pickups which are meant to sound like the 81, 85 setup, and it is very fitting for a guitar of this style. Then, continuing with different kinds of woods, it also has a ash control cavity cover. And as with all 7 guitars, once again, they all have their different font when it comes to text. So Wrath as well is carved onto the back of it. This same sort of style applies to each of the 7 guitars. We will carve each name by hand into the back of each with their specific type of font. Of course, the thing is that with the 7, we aim to make a sort of production line of guitars. Now, the first prototype is always going to be a little different, and then we're going to tweak it out so that it's going to be a little easier to produce. And of course, it's very hard for me to start making these guitars so that it's double colored. That's just, you know, a little too hard to predict. But with each model, it is going to be clear cut that this is the setup that they will have. This particular model, the Wrath, it will have a wraparound bridge, and it will have these specific EMGs, and it will have all the controls and everything else the way that it is on the prototype. Of course, if the customer wishes to do something different, we will do something different. Now personally, once I actually get everything sorted and finished out, I cannot wait to hear what this beast sounds like. It has been in production for way too long. If you've been following our Instagram, you have seen some sneak peeks at this guitar while it has been in the making. So if you're not on Instagram yet following us, do so as soon as you can. All kinds of fun stuff going on over there. That is all from me for now. So now all you can do is just wait until we release a demo video of this guitar. And I promise you, it is going to sound amazing. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy it. Bye bye.